Easily the best Die Hard movie since With a Vengeance. Let's review Violent Night. Violent Night stars David Harbour, Beverly D'Angelo, John Leguizamo, and is directed by Tommy Wirkola. What's up, guys? Time for a brand new 2022 review. We are almost in December. The holidays, we're knee-deep in them right now, and what do we need? We need a good, holly jolly Christmas movie, and maybe some action in there, maybe some hijinks, maybe some comedy, and boy do you get it with Violent Night. Oh my God. I went in with kind of low expectations. I'm gonna admit, Christmas movies are a tough sell for me, and I get into the holiday. I love the holiday. I really like Christmas horror movies, even though I don't think there's as many great ones as, say, you know, the Halloween time frame, I guess, you know. There's a lot of bad Christmas horror movies. This isn't a horror movie. It's an action movie that has a lot, and I mean a lot, of violence and blood in it. Okay, let me restate that. A lot of violence, a lot of blood, but also it's hilarious. It's so freaking funny. All right, so anyway, let's give you a quick plot synopsis. This is literally Die Hard with Santa Claus. That's all you need to know. There's this robbery that's going on for a lot of money in this very, very rich asshole family's house. Santa Claus is doing his runs. And by the way, Santa Claus' mindset is, I'm sick of this bullshit. Nobody appreciates me anymore. Nobody appreciates Christmas anymore. And I'm just going to get this over with. And this, you know what? Screw it. This might be my last year of doing this. That's pretty much his mindset. He's just fed up. Don't blame him. He ends up getting stuck in this house. So he has to fight off all these criminals who are characters in and of themselves. You know, there's some funny criminals in this. Brendan Fletcher. Oh my God, he jumped right out at me. Well, not necessarily. He had this beard. And at first I didn't know it was him, but you know, us horror fans, we know him from Freddy vs. Jason, but he's been in a bunch of other movies. But he is one of the characters that really sticks out in this, and he's hilarious, actually. So you do get some nice character beats like that are really funny. Guys, I'm just gonna burn through any of the actors in this movie. David Harbour, fantastic as Santa in this. This particular type of Santa, you know, a cynical type of Santa. He really nails it. I was a little worried because, of course, we all love him as Hopper on Stranger Things. But you know, the Hellboy remake, not necessarily his fault. That movie's just horrible, okay? But thankfully, I mean, he's just perfect for this role. He's so freaking fun. Also, have to foot stomp Edie Patterson, okay? You're like, who is Edie Patterson? I just watched this show, Righteous Gemstones, for the second time recently. And Edie Patterson is one of the funniest people I've ever seen in my entire life in this current day and age.
I knew it. I knew it. Don't be jealous, KJ. Your brother is mine. Stop fighting me for him.
The work that she puts into that character in the Righteous Gemstones is just glorious. It's just priceless. That whole show is just really great, and it's one of those shows that I don't hear people talking about. You guys need to watch Righteous Gemstones. Danny McBride's in it. It's so freaking funny, but she steals the show. She steals every freaking scene. I can kind of compare her to what Kristen Wiig has been over like the last decade. You know, she's just as funny. She's kind of the same type of character in this, you know? It's almost like they're trying to showcase her strengths in terms of comedy. And this particular type of character, man, she just really sends it home. And you can tell that she's very good at improvisation. I have a feeling that she brought a lot of that to this role. A big standout for me, I guess, to set this up, there is this family that's kind of the focal point at the beginning of the movie, this young couple. I think they're getting a divorce. They have a really strained marriage, and then they show up at this house, and the rest of the family are just complete assholes. But they have this daughter, Trudy, who is a sidekick of Santa later on in the movie. And she delivers, I guess, the Home Alone aspect and also the heart. I mean, she's just really full of heart. You love this kid to death. The two movies that Violent Night unabashedly pays tribute to is Home Alone and Die Hard. There are quite a few moments that are right out of Die Hard in this movie. You know, there's one moment with a fire extinguisher that'll remind you of Live Free or Die Hard. I mean, pretty much the same type deal. But, you know, Santa Claus is John McClane in this movie. It's like they were sitting around in a board meeting. They were like, everybody calls Die Hard a Christmas movie. Let's give them a Die Hard Christmas movie that they will have no doubt this is a Christmas movie. Let's make Santa John McClane. That's exactly what they did in this. He even has that cynical attitude, much like John McClane. So this is a Die Hard movie through and through, guys. And it's not the first of its kind. I mean, Die Hard spawned a million different clones after it was released because of its success. It's just irresistible. But the nice surprise here was the Home Alone aspect. I'll just say, there are moments in this movie, we'll call them the Home Alone section of the movie, where the crowd just completely erupted. It was so freaking fun. I mean, think of the stuff that Kevin McAllister was doing in Home Alone, and I guess pump some steroids in it, because there's just, let's just say there's one scene I just remember everybody in the theater, including myself, just was like, holy shit, that was just amazing, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. There's quite a few action set pieces in here that are just very violent, very bloody, in the funnest way. And this movie's just so tongue-in-cheek. It's so fun. Now, as far as any cons, yeah, there are some, I guess, paper-thin villains, but, you know, I think they're meant to be that. I don't think they're trying to give you Hans Gruber in this movie. This movie knows exactly what it is. I do think it's well written, it's well choreographed. I think David Harbour is just so charming and likable and irresistible. You're just gonna have a blast. This is your cheeseburger movie of the year. Forget the Christmas aspect of it. This is the funnest I've had in a movie in so long. I always complain about the comedy. What happened to great comedies? This is a great comedy, guys, that happens to have a buttload of freaking action. Giving it a super, super high purchase worthy. Violent Night. I can't recommend it enough, okay? And wear your Santa hat when you go see it, too. It's just gonna put you in that Christmas spirit. There's definitely some heart in there, too. You're gonna love it. So, let me know what you guys think of Violent Night. Looking forward to hearing it. Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Free for Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on all my socials. Support me on Patreon. Buy me a coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Drumdum out.